Welcome children, take out a history book. Chapter 6, Decline of the Mughals and Rise of Independent Kingdom. Today's topic is Foreign Invasion. The Persian ruler Nadir Shah invaded Delhi in 1739. Now Persian ruler Nadir Shah, what he did? He invaded Delhi in the year 1739. Nadir Shah weakened the Mughal Empire. Now Nadir Shah's attack, what it did? It weakened the Mughal Empire. It looted immense wealth from Delhi. And what he did? He had looted immense wealth from Delhi. He even took away the invaluable Kohinoor diamond and the beautiful peacock throne. Now, after invading Delhi, what he did? He looted all the wealth from Delhi and then took away the valuable Kohinoor diamond and the peacock throne, which were the symbols of Mughal grandeur and glory. Now, these two things, they were the symbols of Mughal's grandeur and glory. Ahmad Shah Abdali, the Afghan ruler, attacked Delhi 5 times between 1748 and 17. Now, between the year 1748 and 1761, the Mughal Empire, Ahmad Shah Abdali, he was an Afghan ruler. He attacked Delhi 5 times. The Mughal Empire lost several territories following this attack. Now, Mughal Empire, what happened? They lost the several territories when they followed this attack. Several regions which had earlier been under the Mughals soon declared themselves independent of the Mughal. Now, several rulers which were under the Mughal, now soon what happened? They declared independent from the Mughal rule. Rise of the independent and regional kingdom. The disintegration of the Mughal Empire created vacuum that facilitated the emergence of independent and regional. Now, the disintegration of this Mughal Empire, what it created? It created the vacuum and even facilitated the emergence of the independent and the regional kingdom. Three of the largest kingdoms that became independent were Bengal, Awadh and Hyderabad. Now, three of the largest kingdoms which became independent, which were there? That was Bengal, Awadh and even Hyderabad. Now, Bengal. Murshidabad, King Quli Khan, the Diwan of Bengal, took advantage of the growing weakness of the Mughal Empire by asserting his independence in 1970. Now, Murshid Quli Khan, he was the Diwan of Bengal. What he did? He took advantage of the growing weakness of this Mughal Empire. How? By asserting his independence in 1717. He shifted his capital from Dhaka to Murshidabad. Now what he did? He shifted his capital, that is from Dhaka to Murshidabad. He established an efficient administrative system and reorganized the revenue system. What he established? One efficient administrative system and even reorganized the revenue system. Bengal became one of the richest provinces during the 18th. Now Bengal, what it became? It became one of the richest provinces during the 18th century. Though Murshid Quli Khan had freed himself from the control of Mughal Empire. Now, Murshid Quli Khan, what he did? He freed himself from the control of the Mughal Empire. He maintained peaceful relations with the Mughal Empire and succeeded bringing prosperity in the province of Bengal. Now, Murshid, he freed himself from this Mughal Empire and maintained peaceful relation with this Mughal Empire, and then he was successful to bring prosperity in the province of Bengal. He was succeeded by Sujauddin, his son-in-law, who was the just ruler who patronized learning, art and culture. Now, after his death, his son-in-law Sujauddin succeeded the throne, and he was a just ruler. He patronized, he gave importance to patronize that learning, art and culture. Sujauddin was succeeded by his son Sarfaraz Khan. And after Sujauddin, his son Sarfaraz Khan came to the throne, who was more inclined towards religion than Sarfaraz Khan. He was more inclined towards the religion and then administration. That means he gave more importance to religion than administration. His brief tenure came to an end in 1740 when he was defeated in the Battle of Giria on 9th April 1740 by Alivardi Khan, the governor of Patna. Now, his brief means he ruled for a very short period there, and his rule came to an end in the year 1740 when He was defeated in the Battle of Giria on 9th April 1740, and who defeated him? Alivardi Khan, the governor of Patna, defeated him. Alivardi Khan, he ruled from 1740 to 1750, ascended the throne as the Nawab. Now Alivardi Khan, when he ascended the throne as the Nawab of Bengal. He was the most noble of the Nawabs of Bengal. Now who was he? He was the most able of the Nawabs of Bengal. He understood the importance of promoting trade and encouraging merchants, both Indians and the foreigners. Now what he understood? He understood that it was very important to promote trade and encourage the merchant, that is both by the Indians and the foreigners. He maintained good relationship with the Europeans but did not allow them to increase their military presence. Now what he did? He maintained good relationship with the Europeans but he didn't allow them to increase their military presence. Siraj-ud-Daulah, he came to the throne in the year 1756 and he remained up to 1757. The grandson of Alivardi Khan was the last independent ruler of Bengal. Now see, who was the last independent ruler of Bengal? That was Siraj-ud-Daulah. He came to power at a tender age and lacked the skill to rule Bengal. Now, at a very small age, he became the ruler, and as he was so small, so he didn't have the skill to rule Bengal. During his rule, corruption amongst the official crew and the army was neglected. When he used to rule, there were corruptions among the officials and even the armies were neglected. This enabled the British East India Company to gain a foothold in Bengal and they defeated Siraj-ud-Daulah in the Battle of Plassey in year 1757. Now, as during his rule, as corruption increased among the officials and the armies, they were neglected. For this, what happened? The British East India Company, they got a chance in Bengal and they defeated Siraj-ud-Daulah in the Battle of Plassey in the year 1757. And Bengal, the richest province of the Mughal Empire, passed into the hands of the Bengal. Now Bengal, which was the richest province of the Mughal Empire, it went in the hands of the British. Now take out your diary, write topic, write foreign invasion, explain, homework, revise it. And with this, I am ending my today's class. Goodbye.